the laser!
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Derek 420 for real here, and I got a battle with MrSup3raguila, whatever the fuck that Spanish name is, because I flunked out of Spanish because my teacher was a fucking cunt, and these assholes in Skype will not shut the fuck up. So he goes for a U-turn with his scarfed wargle, which is predictable by him because we done had 3 games and he bust my ass 3 times, and now it's time for my revenge. So he knew the sleep powder was coming, so he brings in his Rankarusu, and I go for the sleep powder and I hit, and he goes to sleep. And now he switches out back into his wargle, his scarf wargle like usual, and I go for the HP fire, and it does more than half because I got a crit. And I'm like, alright, Valentine, get your ass back. And I'm like, alright, Batman, your turn. And Batman relieves pressure all over the wargle's face, and he goes for a U-turn, and it's not very effective. And he goes back to Super Eagle. I know that word means eagle in Spanish. And so a Borutosu comes in, and he thunderbolts my Batman, and I go for the T-wave to slow that bitch down because he's a little too fast for me. And I'm like, nah, dude, you gotta slow your roll. You gotta get high or something and chill out or something. And I go for a roost with my Batman. And shut the fuck up, Skype people. Just mute me, motherfucker. And he goes for another Thunderbolt after I roost all my health off, and it's not very effective. Hey, alright. And these people in Skype said hi. We got Sheezy, and we got Alex, and Freeze Frame, and we got Shitsy, and his mom loves me more than him, and he's jealous about that. And so I done lost where I was on the battle, and we got the Creeper, the Lurker, the weird guy from the same state that I am from, repping the Louisiana, son. But anyway, so I knock out his fucking Shandare whore, and in comes his Scarf Faggle, and he goes for the cock slide, and that's super effective. and I'm like, go for it, Crobat, and Crobat goes for Sludge Bomb, and I get the poison hacks, and which is all good, and he goes for the rock slide again, and they keep making noise, and like it's annoying. God, why do I try to do this with these assholes? Just kidding. I love you guys, man. And then I bring in It Burns because it burns like gonorrhea. And he goes for the Mach Punch, and that takes out the Wargle. And in comes the Zuzukin, and I am like, fuck you, Drain Punch. But guess what? His Drain Punch goes first. Oh, my bad. I got close combat. I forgot to switch them. And that's gonna one-hit KO that motherfucker because I get a crit. And I got an Iron Fist and an Expert Belt. Hacks, 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 hacks. Alright, quit screaming that in my ear. Thank you. Alright. in comes the Thunder Wave Borutosu, and I bring in my Pinata, and or better known as Ludicolo, and I predicted that he was a switch out, so I switch too, and he goes into his Natarade while I go into my Roserade to take the grass move. And I'm like, alright, I know he's gonna switch because he knows I got the HP fire, so I'm just gonna go for the Toxic Spikes. And he brings in this Sleeping Rankarusu, and I'm like, alright, cool, I'm gonna hit it with an HP fire, get some damage off, because I'm a faggot. Thank you, Sheezy. And so I'm gonna switch out and go in my Gardevoir, and I'm going to proceed to set up and finish off the job with a sweep. And Calm Mind, I go for the Calm Mind with this sexy Gardevoir. She's so hot. But he wakes up and he hits me with a Psychic, but it doesn't do shit. And so I think I'm gonna go for a Thunderbolt at this moment, and that's gonna do a great deal of damage to it. And he goes for a Focus Blast, and it's not gonna do nothing because it's not very effective also. And I go for another Calm Mind, realizing that he has nothing to touch me, and these y'all assholes are fucking me up. he goes for another Focus Blast, not Focus Blast this time. It's a Focus Blast, and it's not very effective, and I'm still at more than half HP. And I realize this Gardevoir is a huge threat to his team now, and I'm like, yes, alright. So I go for the second T-Bolt, and that's gonna kill it off. And I'm sitting pretty at 216 HP, and in comes the Natarray, and I go for the Focus Blast myself, and it's gonna one-hit KO, I'm pretty sure. And it does. And I think his last Pokemon is I'm not sure. No, the Thunder Wave Barutosu, and I got Psychic. So that was a great game. I'm glad I finally beat you. Super great game. Comment, rate, subscribe. Have a good day.